Welcome, everyone, to the Wednesday Night Warriors episode number 30. Very dirty. I am Romeo Anthony Cologne, and I am joined, as always, by my good brother, Chris G. How you doing, pal?
Not bad, not bad. I'm with Mary Jane as usual. We took a week off hiatus, man, due to some un unlikely events.
Yeah, we'll get into those. This is the Wednesday Night Warriors. We cover the Wednesday Night War, AEW Dynamite, WWE, NXT. We're going to go over both shows from this previous week. First, if you can, leave us a like, a thumbs up, share this video, leave us a comment, and of course, subscribe. Now, these two episodes, very, very different in tone. So this episode is going to be a little different. Um, we will start with AEW. They had a tribute to a fallen friend, fallen brother. NXT was business as usual. I'll try to leave out the war stuff. No, nothing about the rating. Nothing about all that. What was the better episode? We know what the better episode was. Like, we're gonna get into it. I do want to thank Twitter user Mary Kayfabe for her awesome pictures that we're gonna put in this video. She was at the show on Dynamite, and she took some really good pictures. So, thanking her for that. Let's talk about AEW Dynamite first. The celebration of life for Brodie Lee. JR starts with it's Wednesday. You know what that means. The entire roster, Brodie's wife, and his two sons, they're front center on the stage. Brodie Jr., -1 of the Dark Order, wearing a mask, holding a kendo stick, 10 bell salute, a ton of tears. I mean, this was a emotional wreck. You see a video testimonial from John Moxley, who almost seems like the face of AEW, like the de facto leader, probably. A lot of videos throughout the night just honoring and speaking openly about their friend, their brother, great husband. You saw all the stories, not just from the AEW roster, but if you're on social media, you saw it from the WWE roster. There's a lot of people hurting in both locker rooms. Chris, anything you want to say about Brodie Lee?
I touched on it on Blunt Impact, which will probably come out before this. So I really don't want to say too much. I just want to reiterate that besides losing somebody way too early in their life, besides losing a man who finally felt like he was on the cusp of stardom, and to have it kind of taken away from him right when he gets there is kind of sad. But as a father, it hits in the feels because I can't imagine leaving this world early and leaving small children behind, let alone, two small children in Brodie's case and a wife. So my heart just goes out with the Huber family.
We definitely send our condolences to everyone hurting by this. I'll quickly go through some of the matches here. If there's anything you want to chime in, chime in. Colt Cabana and the Young Bucks defeated Private Party and Matt Hardy. Afterwards, the Acclaimed come out. They talk shit. They get thrown in the ring by SCU to eat some super kicks from the Young Bucks. Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, and Lance Archer defeated Eddie Kingston, the Butcher, and the Blade. Archer was dressed up in some awesome old school Brodie Lee, Luke Harper gear, the jeans and the wife beater. Nice touch, very nice. The Dark Order win, and afterwards everyone beats up on Eddie, including Jake the Snake with a nice short arm clothesline. Careful there, old man. And then the next match, oh my goodness. MJF, Santana, and Ortiz. MJF with the Puerto Rican trunks. He's one of us. Versus Hangman, Silver, and Reynolds. Silver wearing gear that Brodie Lee bought him. That he said he wanted him to look like a star. $1,000 worth of his own money. Goes to show you what kind of a guy Brodie Lee was. Silver and Reynolds start this throwing papers at Santana and Ortiz. MJF heels it up at ringside, yelling at Brodie Jr. in his face. Towards the end of the match, MJF rips Brodie Jr.'s mask off and spits on it, healing it up. And then Brodie Jr., he's got his cane, and I'm like, please don't miss, please don't miss. A perfect cane shot right to MJF's head. I was like, Yeah. And then if that's not enough, fucking Eric Rowan runs in out of nowhere, fights off Wardlow. Silver wins with Brodie's spinning discus clothesline. Rowan, Silver, and Reynolds celebrate. Very emotional. Rowan has a sign that reads, "Goodbye for now, my brother. See you down the road." This was a perfect tribute match and one of the best booked finishes I've probably ever seen. That was so cool.
As for the Colt Cabana,
Yeah.
the first match was a cool little tribute. They went back, so it was a fun little match. And then yeah, man, this whole match just, first of all, I would like to welcome Maxwell Jose Fernandez to the Puerto Rican delegation. Welcome with open arms, my brother. Just keep your Burberry close to you. No, and then the cane shot, man, shit was great. And then Rowan coming out, man. Eric Redbeard, as he's called now. I don't think anybody's seen that coming, so that was beautiful, man. That was his boy, his brother, So
yeah.
Oh man, I don't have enough words. I don't have enough tears to describe how I felt about these segments. Not even this one alone, just these segments in total.
Then Tay Conti and Anna Jay defeated Penelope Ford and Britt Baker. Jay got the tap out from Ford. A lot of emotion here as well from the women, but they held it together and got through. Thunder Rosa attacked Britt Baker after. Then the main event was Brodie Jr.'s 3 favorite wrestlers, Cody Rhodes, Orange Cassidy, and Ted, defeating Will Hobbs, Ricky Starks, and Brian Cage. Starks takes the pin from 10 after he gets a spinebuster, crossroads, and orange punch, not in that order. Team Taz was not happy. Taz's son Hook, he comes out, he throws Cody around. They beat up the faces. The lights go out. It's Darby Allin for the save. But the lights go out again. It's Sting as well. And you see Sting and Darby, they're walking together. They're like some very creepy gothic father-son shit. But big face-off between both teams of 5. I thought they were going to have like a 5-on-5 match right there and then. But it's just a big face-off at the end of the commercial. And then Cody in ring says some great words about Brodie and introduces Brodie Jr., who comes out to Brodie's music with his mom and 10. Hops into the ring like a fucking pro. Then he lays his father's boots in the middle of the ring, and I just start crying like a baby. Cody helps lay a purple bandana on the boots. Tony Khan in the ring, he calls Brodie Lee the greatest TNT champ they've ever had. He calls Brodie the TNT champion for life and gives the championship belt to Brodie Jr. Cody puts the belt on his shoulder. Brodie's wife and 10 stand in the corner in tears. They are retiring that championship design with Brodie Jr. and making a new one for Darby Allin, the TNT champion. And then he throws it to a beautiful video tribute that shows Brodie over the years with friends and family, from his early beginnings in Rochester to WWE to AEW. Great video, great tribute, and a great tribute show. I mean, AEW knocked it out of the park with this. Tony Khan, he was up all night writing the show. Incredible job. I couldn't have done it any better.
I mean, the women's match was beautiful. That's all I gotta say. Just it was. the main event was cool. I'm glad. 10 came out there, and this is a guy. I mean, Brodie was basically his mentor, man. Fucking showing him the ropes, like trying to prime him up to be a star. So to lose your mentor, man, you could just see, even with a mask on, you could just see the emotion in the guy's face. So, I'm sure he's grateful because he's in that position because of Brodie. So it was a good to see him. A young guy, basically achieving one of his goals with the help of somebody that he looked up to, regardless of the circumstances. You know what I mean? But the tribute, man, I mean, I was crying all show. So this one was just the icing on the cake. It was a unfortunate show, but given the circumstance, it was a great show because it really Dark Order with the clean sweep. We've seen we literally just seen Dark Order go from a joke to arguably the biggest baby faces in wrestling right now.
I know, right?
Thanks to Brodie Lee, So that's the type, and it's not even it goes beyond the ring. It goes, to their personal lives backstage. So it's just wild, man. It's just a wild situation. I'm glad they did the tribute show. Tony Khan's the fucking man for doing it. He knew
For
one, it was
taking
good.
care of Brodie Jr. too, signing
Taking
into a
care of the
contract.
the family. He's there
Yeah.
to take care of the family. Your boy died on our watch, so to speak. Even though it wasn't a wrestling related injury, I don't think. But to say we got you, you're part of our family now for good. It speaks volumes to the type of person that he is. You can
Yes.
be a billionaire and still be a good person.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's it.
We could do a match of the night. I mean, that booked MJF Santana Ortiz versus Hangman Reynolds Silver. That was just beautifully done. That's match of the night. MVP Brodie Jr. Wow, this guy's a kid, and he's out there. He's he's doing things you wouldn't expect of someone in a situation. Like he's amazing, Brodie Jr. And of course the entire Dark Order winning all their matches.
Yeah, they are all definitely MVPs, and it definitely his wife and his youngest son, because he doesn't realize it now,
Mm-hmm.
but when he gets older, he'll see the impact. He'll watch this back and see the impact that his father had on not only the wrestling business but on people's lives personally. So they're the real MVPs for being strong and sticking it out in this tough situation.
And I was gonna say, there's no need to have a jabroni of the night, but you know what?
Not for NX, not for AEW, maybe maybe for NXT.
MJF, what the hell are you doing? You can't be doing that to that poor kid.
See, I would agree with you, but he's officially Puerto Rican now, and I can't do that to my
No,
own.
don't let that.
I
Don't
can't do
let
that.
that.
No, he came out with the
Don't
tights.
let that.
Yeah, I can't. He came out with the tights. Bro. I can't. I can't give it to him. I'm sorry. We had no jabronis
Uh,
this episode. Yes.
MJF is my jabroni of the night. All right, NXT was business as usual, but they did have the graphic in the beginning for Luke Harper. I did like that. They did for all three shows on WWE, the main roster. And it started Bronson Reed versus Swerve Scott. Bronson Reed wins. I thought Bronson looked impressive. That splash that he does, it still looks like it hurts. I don't know how that's done safely, but Shotzi, one breakout star. Oh, Jesus, you can hear that, right? I'll start that again. I'm in Brooklyn, folks. Shotzi, one breakout star of the year and celebrated by howling. Do you agree with the winner here? I personally voted for my man Cameron Grimes, but Shotzi, okay, I guess.
I don't think you can go wrong with Shotzi, but I also I'm on the Cameron Grimes train. I think Cameron should have been breakout star of the year. I think he was one of the more entertaining parts of NXT all year.
The grizzled young veterans defeated Breezango clean. Everrise stand off with them after. We are told the Dusty Tag Team Classic is returning in 2 weeks. And I don't know who's all going to be in that, but I'll tell you what, grizzled young veterans deserve some consideration for taking that. Especially since a couple of times they've done it where it's just been two single stars put together and they win. Let's give it to a tag team. How about that?
I mean, I think the Grizzly Young Vets are no doubt the favorite. They made it to the finals last year. They lost to the Broserweights, if I'm not mistaken. So, hopefully they actually claim it this year.
The Undisputed Era win tag team of the year. Adam Cole says he and Roderick Strong will represent Undisputed Era in the Dusty Classic. Nice. Good. Let them two. Let them two fuck around with it this time around. The Triad Chronicles, as I like to call them, Xia Li and Boa seem to have graduated. They got white robes. They get a little face paint from the ring lady. And they walk into a bright light, and the lettering next week appears. So I guess they'll be coming back next week, all graduated and ready to win some matches finally. Maybe. I don't know.
I hope they do something. I hope they didn't just get beat the fuck up for no reason and
Yeah.
traded to come back and beat jabronis.
Oh, man.
Better get a
Speaking of
refund.
jabronis, Mercedes Martinez squashes Valentina Ferros. She's back. She puts the women's division on notice. Speaking of the women's division, Io Shirai wins Female Competitor of the Year. She also wins Overall Competitor of the Year. Well, I thought very worthy for both distinctions. Adam Cole wins Male Competitor of the Year and puts over Kyle O'Reilly, saying he's going to bring back the NXT Championship to the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, once again, putting over Kyle O'Reilly. They are drilling it over your head that he loves Kyle O'Reilly, and he is so proud of him, and it's very fishy to me. I don't know about you.
No, I
just
think
hammering it home.
I think they just keep reaffirming them as baby faces, honestly.
Okay. Pete Dunne beats Roderick Strong clean, fun match, as you would expect. Pat McAfee's faction.
Hold on, can I say something about who won Adam Cole won Superstar of the Year, right?
Male. And Io won Female and Overall.
Yeah. Adam Cole, I don't know about that, man.
Oh yeah, about that.
Do you think Adam Cole deserved that?
I think you could.
I think it's
Finn Balor.
Yeah, that's who I think, or maybe even Kyle, or even Damian Priest.
Maybe. Well,
Well, I mean, in terms of a guy who's just been on TV consistently winning, maybe not lately, but I don't know.
I think those guys between Cole and Finn.
Yeah, I would go Finn.
Yeah, I think that's who I voted for. I can't remember. It seems like Pat McAfee's faction is no more because Dunn's not out here with Logan and Birch, which is kind of a waste. Why'd you just dump that so quickly? But the bitter end wins it for Dunn. Balor versus Kyle O'Reilly at TakeOver 31 wins Match of the Year. Robbery. Walter and Ilya Dragunov was the better match. But, of course, NXT UK, they don't get no fucking love around here. They give it to Balor, Kyle O'Reilly. Balor accepts the award from Regal. He wants to hand deliver it to Kyle O'Reilly. What a nice guy. He runs it to Pete Dunne on the way. A tease, very subtle tease. Balor says Kyle O'Reilly deserves the award. He already has a trophy and the title and the plates in his jaw. Kyle O'Reilly comes out, says he's been participating for years, and he's done just participating. He's ready for the real award, and he will do whatever it takes to win the title next week. Nice back and forth between these two that is interrupted by Scarlett, speaking spooky language. She's with Karrion Kross. Scarlett says what's in the ring already belongs to them, and regardless who wins next week, the fate of Balor and Kyle is already sealed. Kross says Doomsday's here, tick-tock. Kross stares them down, but Damian Priest appears behind him. They fight, they brawl, they crash through plexiglass. They get back up on the stage. Kross blocks a shot and sends both of them crashing through a table and some equipment. Very awkward. Scarlett looks like she's having an orgasm here. Whatever, it really looked to satisfy her and please her, and I was entertained. She's happy. She's laughing. I loved it. Oh, any thoughts on this, Chris? Am I bugging? You
yeah, like no, you're not. Because I thought I was bugging. I was like, is she coming to this? Like, she's just like, I was like, I mean, shit. You had me invested. This was good TV. I could see Scarlett do that all day. But no, it was cool, man. I like the destruction. The match. I'm looking forward to the match between these two.
Oh, hell yeah! Wait, which one? Both of them?
Oh, well, yeah, both of them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, mainly Kross and Priest, man. I think they could do some good shit.
Like I said, just give them time, man. They played what I thought was a great video package for the last woman standing match between Raquel Gonzalez and Rhea Ripley. Ripley talks about how close they once were, even getting matching tattoos. R&R becomes RVR. I like this. Did you like it?
Yeah, I didn't know they were that
do something like this much sooner. Yeah. I
mean, not really, because it felt like when they first clashed, like it was happening too soon. So they kind of needed this to make it feel more important than the first time they clashed. So I think this was a good timing for that.
Legado del Fantasma come out. Santos Escobar is not salty about not winning Tag Team of the Year. He says it's a sham. He's not here to be popular. He's here to dominate. And that is exactly what he's done. He's interrupted by Lucha House Party. Grand Metalik and Lindsay Dorado from Monday Night Raw. They set up a tag match between those two versus Wild and Mendoza. And Lucha House Party wins clean without interference from Escobar, to my shock. Metalik with the pin on Mendoza. And Metalik then motions that he wants the Cruiserweight Championship from Santos Escobar. You like Lucha House Party being brought from the main roster to not chase after R-Truth for once and actually do something meaningful?
Yeah, why not? Fresh face in NXT is always kind of needed, so why not my son Lindsay? It's Lindsay going after him, right?
Metalik.
Oh, Grand Metal. I mean, he's alright too.
That's fine too, yeah. The Future Star of the Year award goes to Austin Theory. Now, I'm not arguing that he'll be a future star, but this guy barely fucking won anything this year. In fact, he was often losing on NXT. Come on, what a sham. That's a sham.
It's not really, man. Future star. You're looking at potential. He got the most potential out of anybody right now on NXT. Out of the young kids.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. I like it.
Candice LeRae, Johnny Gargano tell Theory to share the award with Indy, and he hands it to her. Theory goes on about how he's finally found a way, and now Gargano is going out there to break the curse surrounding his NXT North America. Oh, you can't say that word around Johnny. Johnny's not happy about Theory using the C word. He was spooked earlier in the evening, seeing a black cat, and now he gets spooked again because the award gets thrown into a mirror, and a mirror gets broken. So they're playing up this bad luck that Johnny Gargano's got. Johnny was great. Rivalry of the year went to Cole and McAfee. You agree with that one? I think that was fine.
Yeah, I mean, we got some cool
what
matches out of it. I mean, out of any of the fucking feuds, that's the most memorable one in 2020. They didn't have really no outstanding feuds.
And then it's time for the NXT North American Championship match. Leon Ruff versus Johnny Gargano. Ruff at the end is looking to go for a Frankensteiner, but Gargano slides free, and Ruff hits the turnbuckle hard face first. Gargano follows with the one final beat for the pin and the win to retain and break the curse. What do you think about this one?
It was a cool match. I mean, proves Leon Ruff, he can hold his own. But
yeah,
nothing crazy. Solid main event. Ready for 2021. Not NXT.
Dexter Lumis closes the show by showing off all his artwork for all the matches at New Year's Evil. And let's do some quick predictions for New Year's Evil. We're both 56 and 15 in our predictions. Can't miss and highly questionable. Santos Escobar versus Grand Metalik. There's no chance in how Grand Metalik is going to win this.
Santos.
Ciampa versus Thatcher in the match you wanted, Fight Pit. I gotta think Thatcher evens it up here and he wins this.
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go with Timothy Thatcher.
Man, that sounds like pulling teeth right there. Raquel versus Rhea, last woman standing. This one's a tough one. I'm gonna say Rhea gets the W here.
I'm gonna go with Raquel.
Fair enough. No problem with that. Cross versus Priest. I can't see Priest getting the W. I'm gonna go carry him.
Yeah, Cross is back. Just give him the W.
And Finn versus Kyle for the NXT Championship. Finn Balor continues.
I don't know, man.
You feeling lucky? You feeling bold?
Oh, I'm feeling bold. I'm gonna say Kyle gets the win, but he's just a transitional champion.
Woo, that'll be wild. Match of the night for NXT. I'm gonna go. I think you could have went with Dunn and Strong or the main event. I'll go with Dunn and Strong.
Yeah, I'm going with Dunn and Strong too.
MVP, I'm gonna go Johnny Gargano. He successfully defended, and there was a lot of segments with him in this night. He had a good night.
I'm going with Scarlett. Just for
I
doing what
wonder
she does
why.
best.
Jabroni of the night, I'm going to go Austin Theory for almost costing his boss, bringing up the C word. It's, future star, Austin Theory.
I'm gonna go with Jabroni Rise for hiding behind a female ref, and then when she bounced on them, they ran to the back when GYV wanted to throw down.
I can't argue with that. Let's also do some New Year's Smash predictions for night one, week one. Jake Hager versus Wardlow. That's gonna be a good one. Damn. Wardlow? I don't know.
Oh man, can I say double count out?
I guess, but you're
If
really
this was
increasing your ways
Vegas,
to lose this.
I
You
don't
don't
know,
get
man.
2
I
wins if
can't.
you get that right.
No. You
You're gonna
know what?
say no contest then, right? Something like that.
I'll go with Hager. I'll go with Hager.
Okay. Cody versus Matt Sydal. Cody.
Cody.
The Young Bucks and SCU versus the Acclaimed and TH2. I'm gonna say the Acclaimed and TH2 for some reason.
I'm gonna go with the faces.
Women's Championship, Hikaru Shida versus Abaddon. I think Shida conquers her fears here. Oh, do you want to do this too?
I think Abaddon is gonna lose. I'll go with Sheeta.
And the AEW World Championship match. I don't think Rey Fenix has a chance in hell against Kenny Omega, but it should be a banger.
I just hope Phoenix don't try to kill himself, man.
Yeah, please don't die. Please don't die. Just survive. That is going to do it for this week of the Wednesday Night Warriors. We'll be back next week to talk New Year's Smash, New Year's Evil. Chris, where can everyone find you?
You can find me at True Heel, Chris G. You can see me on Blunt Impact and Joints and Jabroni with one half of the Pie Heels, the three-time baby making championess. True Toxicity. That's about it.
And you can find me, the Pride of NY, on Twitter and Instagram. True Rewind. Every Monday or Tuesday, we go over the Monday Night War. Me and the Good Brothers SP3 and Drunk Guy JJ. So for Chris G, I'm Romeo. Thank you for watching the Wednesday Night Warriors. We'll be back next week, episode 31. See ya.